What up, y'all? Tina here. So the Jonathan Majors saga is just the gift that keeps on giving. So after Jonathan Majors was fired from Disney Marvel, his first public interview will be with a Disney network, ABC. This interview will air on Monday around 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning. I'm gonna be asleep, y'all. I'm not even gonna flex. I'm not gonna be up for that interview. And then later on Monday night, I think the date is gonna be January 8th, there will be an extended version of the interview, prime time, about 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Let me tell y'all something. I've been on point with this Jonathan Majors case from the start. Everything that I said would happen happened exactly as I predicted it, because this is not rocket science. This is literally American culture. This case is literally the DNA of American soul. We deal with this all the time. And this case is so frustrating to me because, one, it should have been dismissed, right? In a perfect world, this case should have never made it this far. And then when we realized it was not going to be dismissed, his lawyer just started making terrible mistakes. And then when they took it to trial and the trial started, she continued to make horrible mistakes. So that just frustrated me. And here we are now. He's doing an interview a month before sentencing. There's absolutely nothing good that can come out of this interview. Nothing. There's nothing that he can say that will be beneficial to him at this point in time. You should be doing an interview after you've been sentenced, and if you decide to appeal it, after you put your appeal paperwork in, then you come out and speak publicly and say, hey, we're going to appeal this. None of this is true. I would like to sit down and talk to someone and explain what happened and what's going on. That's when you sit down and do your sit-down interview. You don't do an interview 1 month before sentencing, okay? No, because what can he really say in this interview? You can't get up there and say, as a black man, I felt like I was railroaded. All of this is not true. These are false accusations. The justice system is rigged. You can't get up there and say that because the judge is going to hear it. You're a month out for sentencing, so you can't even hit them with that route. Then on the flip side, you can get up there and say, look, y'all, I never put my hands on her. I never abused her, because then people are going to say you're following into the Darbo framework, so you can't go that route. The only thing you really can get up there and say is, look, me and her, we had a tumultuous relationship. I'm seeking counseling. I have a new woman. I want to spend time with my mother and my daughter. And immediately after my sentencing, I want to start on rehabilitating my image because this is not who I am. That's really the only thing you can get up there to say that would even be somewhat acceptable to the mainstream. Not us. People who kind of support Jonathan Majors, you can get up there and say anything and we gonna have your back. But he's not trying to prove anything to us. He's trying to prove to the masses so he can keep his position in Hollywood. Let's keep it a buck. Because if he didn't care about any of that, he wouldn't be doing this interview, right? So at this juncture, I don't know what this interview is for. I don't think it's needed. I think he should 1000% speak and get everything off his chest. He's been silent for a while, but you don't do that a month before sentencing. I don't think it's a good idea. That's just me, my personal opinion. And you're sitting down with a journalist. You're not sitting down with like a podcaster or a YouTuber. You're sitting down with someone who's going to challenge you. You're sitting down with someone who's going to pull up facts and try to get you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful when you're going into this. We saw this with Gayle King and R. Kelly. We saw this with, once again, Gayle King and how she tried to do Kobe Bryant with Lisa Leslie. You have to be prepared with these journalists, okay? Because they're going to try to sneak it in. We saw this with Meg Thee Stallion. So, I hope he's making the right decision. Let's be real. You're a black man and the microscope on you is way bigger than everybody else. They're going to pay attention to your body language. They're going to pay attention to how you sit up. They're going to pay attention to the tone in your voice. Yeah, it's just tough, man. It's unfortunate for him, but he's going to get analyzed a lot deeper and harder than anyone else, okay? Now, what is intriguing is Marvel Disney made it very clear that you're fired. So some people are going to say, oh, well, Marvel never came out and spoke. Marvel leaked that information to the Variety, the Hollywood Reporter, and TMZ. That was leaked, okay? If Marvel had not let go of Jonathan Majors, they would have made a statement by now. So he's gone. He's no longer Kang the Conqueror. But what's really interesting is, did Disney reach out to you for this interview, or did you reach out to Disney for this interview? Either way it goes is weird, because if I just got fired, I don't know if I'll reach out to the company that fired me and give them the exclusive interview. And then on the flip side, Disney, if y'all just fired him, why are y'all wanting the exclusive interview? Like, this is crazy. Now, there's always a chance that maybe Disney just doesn't want him affiliated with Marvel, but they may be okay with him being associated with other affiliates or entities in Disney, like Hulu or Fox or other things like that. They might be like, you can play over here, but you can't play over there. But if they did reach out to him for the interview, it sounds like they're trying to capitalize off of you. And I don't know how I feel, unless y'all got like this backdoor agreement going on and they're trying to help rehabilitate your image. Then I'm cool. I'm down with it. But what do y'all think? What do you think he's going to get into this interview and say? And do you think it's a good idea to speak publicly when you're 1 month away from sentencing? Leave your comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace.